Hey everybody, Flying Cheeto here with Asylum Extreme. Today I've got Darius with me to do a review on a gun. Darius is here because it's February.
Let's begin.
So today we have the Tippmann Arms M4. This is Tippmann's first attempt at an airsoft gun, and very pleasantly surprised. So my first impression of the Tippmann M4, I think like a lot of people, because it was HPA, I was kind of lumping it into the same category as the Polar Stars and the Wolverine setups, and it's just not that. It's a completely different kind of weapon, really. It's more in the category with the gas blowback rifles. You know, all those guys that get those rifles and they try and tap their mags so that they can use HPA. Well, Tippmann did it right. That's basically the best way to describe this gun. Put it in... Shoot him. Alright, so clearly nowhere on par hose-wise with the other HPA systems. But definitely competes with other gas blowback rifles. Excellent range and accuracy. They claim that it won't shoot over 400. We got this one to go pretty much 500 with two, so no modifications, just out of the box. Only problems I really have with the gun is that some of it's kind of generic looking, like the trigger guard is part of the body, so you can't change that. Plenty of room for accessories. You can change the stock and the hand guards with other stocks and hand guards. Nice flip-up sight. Magazine compatibility. We tested this gun with, we got an Echo 1 zip mag in it right now. It comes with a mag that holds a 12 gram CO2 cartridges. Obviously works fine with that. We tried Mag brand mags, Elite Force mags. They all fed perfectly, no problems whatsoever. So let's get into some shooting footage.
For those of you looking for realism, this gun is the way to go. It's got a really nice kick to it. The trigger response is almost instant.
Is that accurate? Samuel L. Jackson, you are not.
English, motherfucker, you speak it.
Alright, just wanted to go over the internals of the Tippmann real quick. I've got the lower receiver removed from the upper, very simple, just pull the pins out and pop it off just like most M4 replicas, and very similar to the real thing actually. This one here is set up for HPA, so you see the nipple on the bottom there, as well as you can see right through the magazine well there. Grab one here that has the CO2 adapter in it, you see that. Very ingenious. This is definitely where you can see the years of experience that Tippmann has in building paintball guns came into play here. Very ingenious design. This is one of the parts of the gun that I'm very pleasantly surprised how well it was built, honestly. So you can see, get your 12 gram, stick it in the supplied magazine, give a little push, and when you load this up, if I load it up, it's all just gonna shoot out. I know that would look cool. Screw it, let's do it. There you go. The upper would have been on it. Snowing. The upper would have been on here. You would have been able to start firing. One thing though, when you are using CO2 mags, when you go to change mags, there's gonna be some extra CO2. It's kind of jets out of there. It's pretty cool. So included with the gun is this magical little baggie of parts that not only has the adapters for going between HPA and using the CO2 mag, there's also some extra rails, some Allen wrenches, some screws, some O-rings, you know, a bunch of stuff that you're gonna need. as well as a little tool here that is used to take apart pretty much everything on the gun. Onto the upper, you'll see there's the bolt. Pretty cool design there as well. Give it that nice blowback action. This actually comes back, hits the spring in the buffer tube. Gives you that nice. Now, one thing that we have noticed about this is it's got a real clanky sound to it. I know we're probably nitpicking, and I imagine a real M4 probably has the exact same sound with that spring in there. But anyway, let's talk about the hop up on the M4. A little bit disappointed in that. I don't know why Tippmann decided that they wanted to reinvent something that has pretty much been perfected already. They went with their own design. It's kind of awkward to get to and not very good, I guess. But I have full faith that Tippmann will fix that in future models. The velocity adjustment screw right there, you can see that. And that's about it for the internals on the Tippmann. Overall, very solid gun. I know it was a very anticipated airsoft replica for a couple of years now. Glad it's finally out. I look forward to getting out and playing with it. And hopefully we'll get some gameplay footage up.
Why are you looking over there? Like, why are y'all pissed off?
What are you looking at over there?
I'm looking at the yellow.
Why?
I don't know.
The camera's right
I
there!
don't look at the camera.
What?